Welcome back, everyone. Nick and Lex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today we got a JK marathon, and this one is called Utter Nonsense Song List, and I love it as an April Fool's, um, uh, not joke exactly, but it says here Utter Nonsense Marathon. This one is just for fun on April's Fool's, a list of nonsensical titles. And yes, I was like, oh god, will I be able to pronounce all this stuff? It says beginning and ending with Phil Collins. Good luck pronouncing these songs. Thank you, JK. Okay, so first one is I guess Sussudio. You know, again, if this is wrong, it's please forgive it. Forgive me. By Phil Collins, 1985, from the album No Jacket Required. That's the first song. Then the second one is Do-Wah-Diddy-Diddy by Manfred Mann. Awesome. 1964. I do know Manfred Mann, of course. I've done some reactions here on the channel. And this one by Stevie Wonder, 1968, is Shoo-Be-Doo-Be-Doo-Da-Day. Okay, I hope I pronounced it correctly. Then we have by the Police, 1980, from the album Senyata Mondada. This is D-Do-Do-D-Da-Da. I think I got it. By the Police. And then by Genesis, 1981, we're gonna do let's see, Abacab from the album Abacab, 1981. I'm super excited to do this. As always, thank you so much, JK, for sponsoring the marathon, for reaching out and, for taking the channel forward. And also, everyone, we released a Genesis song today. Thank you so much for all the beautiful comments. We did Entangled. This was part of a full album reaction, but we posted it here on YouTube for you guys. And people are loving it, so thank you so much for that. Okay, now without further ado, Phil Collins is next here with Sussudio, I don't know, but here we go. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. If you're new to the channel, please do like the video, maybe subscribe if you like the content, and yeah, share and all that good stuff. Here we go with Phil Collins.
All the time, Sussudio.
So different. So different. Okay. So while I was listening to this, and I do like it, I do enjoy it. It's obviously now this is Phil Collins, as a solo artist, but I was kind of like comparing it while I was listening. It's pretty much the same, and it's a repetition that the trumpets and the I don't know what that is, and the lyrics. It's very catchy, and I'm sure it was a big hit. And he this was his third solo album, and he has already had great success since 1981, being a solo artist, but also at the same time being a member of Genesis full time. So I see that this was done in 1985, a year literally before um here it is, Invisible Touch. And Invisible Touch I think is marked like a departure, and I even would say the Genesis album before Invisible Touch, called just titled Genesis 1983. That even I remember when we first reacted to um Silver Rainbow, um we were like, yeah, that's what I expected from Genesis completely, and then that's what I totally got wrong, because I thought when I first heard when I first was going doing the whole thing, oh, we're gonna react to Genesis, I was like, this is what I expected, I expected Land of Confusion and Tonight and songs like these that I'm looking at. Invisible Touch, Mama, and that's what I thought was Genesis. When I first I remember when I listened to my progressive bands, like not Marillion, like Shadow Gallery, Dream Theater, um, Symphony X, and stuff like that. Then people like these people that I listen to, these prog artists, they would always talk about Genesis and King Crimson and Rush, and I was like, yeah, but what is it? What is it about Genesis? Because I only remembered it as this pop band, as this like this, what we just heard, and I don't dislike it. It's just like it's super different. But that's why I was like, how were they inspired by this? So I didn't know about the Peter Gabriel era and also the early Phil Collins era. Like stuff like Wind and Withering and stuff like that. So that was my misconception of Genesis, and Phil Collins. And I thought that Phil Collins as an artist or as a singer or as a band member was into like this more poppy kind of music. So that's pretty much. But as just like talking about this song, I think it was very good and was still original. It was obviously totally different when you listen to Genesis, like Blood on the Rooftops and stuff like that. It's a departure, but I mean, I understand Phil Collins in a way, um, progressive rock being a style that's very niche to a certain audience. It is not a global, sensation. There's not like millions and millions of people that go watch Genesis shows. They're in the thousands and hundred thousands, but like to be on the charts and stuff like that. I'm sure that as an artist, Phil Collins wanted to experience that, and then he was like, I just have to make more simpler music, and that's what he did. And it still sounds great because I still love his voice, I still love his ideas, and so as a track, this was, I mean, it was satisfying for a prog lover. Of course, this is like nothing, spectacular, but for somebody who just has an open mind and somebody who can enjoy music, whatever it might be, it's a great track, I think. If I would really hate it, I would, I would totally let you know. But it was just entertaining. I love the constant, trumpets. I love the beat. It was just fun. So yeah. Um, so what can I say? More than that. But yeah. Okay. Manfred Mann is the next one. Diddy, and I think this is a great idea because for April, April 1st, it's just funny, to have songs like they do sound nonsensical, the titles. So I think it was a great idea. So here we go with Manfred Mann, and this is a shorter one. So here we go.
There she was, just a walking down the street singing. Do-what-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. Tapping her fingers and shuffling her feet singing. Do-what-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. She looked good, she looked fine, she looked good, she looked fine, and I nearly lost my mind. Before I knew it, she was walking next to me singing.
I've heard this before, that she looked good, she looked fine, da 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 da. Some movie, I don't know. So it could be, I don't know, but in some movie this was part of the soundtrack. Maybe a couple of seconds. I've never really heard the song, but I do recognize this. Really cool.
Holding my hand just as natural as can be singing. We walked on to my door. We walked on to my door. Then we kissed a little more. Oh, I knew we was falling in love. Yes, I did, and so I told her all the things I'd been dreaming of. Now we're together nearly every single day singing. We're so happy, and that's how we're gonna stay singing. Well, I'm hers, she's mine, I'm hers, she's mine. Wedding bells are gonna chime. Oh, I knew we was falling in love. Yes, I did, and so I told her all the things I'd been dreaming of. Now we're together nearly every single day singing. Oh, we're so happy, and that's how we're gonna stay singing. I mean it. Well, I'm hers, she's mine, I'm hers, she's mine. Wedding bells are gonna chime. Oh, oh yeah. Do-what-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. We'll sing it. Do-what-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. Do-what-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do.
Awesome. I don't know. It just works. It has that 50s, 60s sound, like and I'm sure, I don't know, maybe it was American Graffiti where I heard this. But I love that it has a lot of sections, even that be after that chorus, da da dee da 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 da, and then da da dee da 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 da. I love that that it has different chord progressions. It is simple, but it's really effective, and I don't know, it's their most popular song. I just looked it up here on Manfred Mann, and yeah, it's the most listened to song by the band. And I know they're quite I've reacted to some of their stuff, and it sounds a lot heavier, and so this is really cool. All right, definitely gonna listen to this again. It's just fun, it's like easy to dance to. It's nice to remember. It's nice to sing along. It's just a good time. So awesome, great choice. And yes, I did not know that I had heard it before, but not in its complete, not the complete version. And like this is the ultimate experience. Like, I hope you don't watch these videos on your phone. It totally, like, I've done it just to see something, and it sounds horrible. Also on the TV, I just recommend this. If you have an iPad and you have some like headphones, do it, because the audio is very good. I don't use YouTube for a reason. The audio on YouTube is horrible. It's compressed. It's like there's nothing left in there. So this at least sounds a little bit, um, not CD, but as close as possible. All right, now Stevie Wonder is next. Shoo-Be-Doo-Be-Doo-Da-Day. I don't know. I can't really. I mean, I've not heard too much Stevie Wonder, but I love him. I love his stuff, and especially the jazzy stuff. But hey, let's see what this one. Maybe I've heard it before as well. Let's see. Here we go. Bass. Stevie Wonder is just like on a different level, you know. Everything, everything that we listen to by him is just like, I mean, the singing, the playing, you know, the compositional style, and all these artists, you know, that were on the Motown label. I mean, they were just incredible, like Michael Jackson and I mean, Lionel Richie, Stevie Wonder. I mean, all most of the people that we covered in the "We Are the World" video. Like, it's just amazing the talent, you know. And as a blind man, wow, it's just fantastic how he just like is so good in everything. You know, I remember the "So High, So High." Like, I mean, everything Sir Duke, like the ballads he does, like he's just phenomenal. I love him. Um, yeah. So I mean, what is there to say about Stevie Wonder? He's just and I wish they would do. I don't know if they've done so a movie, like a biopic, biopic, about him. That would be wonderful. You know, like they did with Ray Charles. Would be interesting to see, you know, and they're gonna make one about Michael Jackson. Um, those, I mean, they're really interesting. These movies, you know. I love the one about the Doors. You know, that's I think one of the earliest ones. You know, and then they did Bohemian Rhapsody and then Rocket Man and Ray, and you know, I just love. And now they're gonna do Michael Jackson with the actually an actual family member of the Jacksons, and that's just gonna be phenomenal. I can't wait for that movie. Okay, now the Police, another band that's just super successful, and I mean, we got Sting, we have um the drummer from the Police is like amazing. Everybody in this, these guys have influenced so many bands, even bands like super famous bands that I know, like Mana. They're from Mexico, but they're like one of the most successful bands to come out of Mexico. They're called Mana, and they're literally the Police in Spanish. And but yeah, so this is Di-Do-Do-Di-Da-Da by the Police, and from Senyata Mondata. And this, I remember this album because we've done some reactions to this, and this was just a super success here, 1980. So we have done Don't Stand So Close to Me. I think When the World is Running Down. What else? I guess from other albums you've done like Roxanne and stuff like that. But yeah. Okay, here we go. And another silly title. Here we go. mean, just like um the guitar, like there's these nice staccato like palm muted licks by Andy Summers, and then Stuart Copeland on the drums, and Sting, just killing it. And right now Sting is kind of like trending again um because of the sensation that Dune 2 is, and a lot of people are now watching the original 1984 Dune, and that of course has Sting as the villain. And I don't know. I've been There's a really cool version on YouTube, a 3-hour version of the original David Lynch movie if you want to watch it. If you just saw, Dune 1 and Dune 2, the new ones, and you want to watch the original David Lynch movie, it's on YouTube. It's really good. It's in 4K. I really recommend it. But let's finish with this. But yeah, these are just like these guys are like on a different level. They're all master musicians. They're all into jazz, and and they're just playing music that's easily digestible. I mean, I know they could play whatever they wanted, but they make it kind of fun and easy for the public, and success, of course. So I love this do, I love it. So let's continue. Those licks. Sounds so good. The staccato, muted, palm muted. Just one hit after the other. All right. So back to Phil Collins. Now this time in Genesis. Now this is from Abacab. I hope I'm. So this is before. This is the album opener, and this is 1981. So I guess let's see. I was just here. Invisible Touch. And then that was before Genesis, and then Three Sides, 3x3, Abacab. So Abacab came after Duke. So yeah, Duke marked, of course, a departure from the progginess, and then there were three was still pretty proggy, and then Duke, I've not heard enough, and then Abacab, I've heard some, but this one I did live. So let's listen to the studio version. This is when he was also doing his Face Value album, so he was killing it. Phil Collins, he was killing it as a solo artist and with Genesis. But of course, he brought this new style into Genesis, and a lot of people didn't like it because Genesis is a epic progressive rock band, and then he turned it more into like a pop band. I mean, let's be honest, but it's still good. So let's listen to this. Let's listen to the album opener. It's the most popular song on the record. Abacab. Here we go. I like it. Very, very good. All right. So, yeah. So, but just what I was saying, it even here in the description of the album, I mean, the reception was not the best, which is understandable. Which is like, I mean, it's just three reviewers. I don't know why. That's kind of like super unfair because it's like is one person to say what the album like means. Everybody perceives music a different way, and I've seen some reviews for one of my favorite artists, and whereas like one person said something, and that's pretty much the rating of the album. That's insane, right? But it says here that the reception was, well, I mean, not the greatest, but just by these three people. What about other people? But I understand that a lot of people maybe didn't weren't satisfied with this music because it was a departure from their, progginess. And that's also what they say in their comments in, Rolling Stone, the Daily Record, Los Angeles Times, Melody Maker. I get it, but the rating is not perfect. Some people are giving it 2 stars, 3 stars, 4.5, stuff like that. But well, but I understand why this is actually composed by Mike, you know, Rutherford. So I mean, they're all in on the hey, let's make this a little bit more poppy, pop rock, new wave, art rock. It was really good, it was really entertaining, and I love his voice. For me, Phil Collins just works, and I have to listen to the entire record, but so far this was really good, and I don't remember uh I really don't remember the live version that well. It's been a while, but I think this was pretty good. So yeah, so this concludes the marathon of, nonsensical titles, and I think it was really good, I mean, nonsensical titles, but really good music. I mean, we have Phil Collins, we have Genesis, we have The Police, Manfred Mann, Stevie Wonder. These are all A-list, musicians. So I hope you had fun with it. Let me know which one was your favorite. Um, one, and also, is there other titles? Like yesterday I was talking to Graybeard about this marathon, and he was like, "Oh yeah, like Obladi Oblada," like the Beatles. So I'm sure there's a number two somewhere here, a part two of nonsensical titles, and but I can only think of Obladi Oblada right now. But yeah, let me know. Put them in the comment section, and let's see if we can create a second marathon of songs that don't really make a lot of sense, but then when you hear them, it all makes sense. But hey, thank you so much again. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing the videos, for subscribing, all that good stuff. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.